Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Pirai Academy. In this series of data structure playlist, today we are going to see about code implementation of circular queue. So if you haven't saw my logical implementation of circular queue, I highly recommend to just see that and then come with the code implementation. Okay, so I'll be giving you the link of the logical implementation of circular queue, and you can go and visit that so that you can understand this code implementation clearly. And I always prefer C++ in point of view of learning as a beginner, okay, because there is a pointer concept and also it will be closely related to Java. If you are going with Java, there you don't have any pointer concept, so I prefer you to do in C++ as a beginner. Then you can go with your any language like JS, Java or Python, anything. Okay, fine. So here's a code implementation. See here, first of all there's a header thing, so leave this. So here there's a class circular queue. So this class circular queue going to contain the functionality and its data member of the circular queue. Okay, and in private I'll be taking a array. So here the circular queue is implemented using arrays. Okay, in upcoming video I'll be implementing this circular queue in terms of linked list. Fine. So int, front, rear and size. So these are three things we need. I'll be telling why we need here. And if you already saw my logical implementation, that I have mentioned these variables. Okay, fine. Now in public, I'll be taking a constructor to initialize some values. So I'll be getting the capacity from the user. What is the capacity of the circular queue? And by using this parameter, I'm going to store this capacity into the size. Okay, and array will be initialized here with respect to the given size. And front and rear will be pointing to -1 in this, which means the queue is empty. The circular queue is empty. So I again telling that just go and watch my logical implementation so that you can understand this. Okay, and don't blame me like if you haven't saw that logical, then this code implementation will be quite difficult to understand. Okay, so don't blame me for that. Okay, now here comes the destructor, and inside this destructor I will be deleting the array. That's it. Now bool is empty, so this function will be returning whether my circular queue is empty or not. If it is returning true, then it is empty. If it is returning false, then it is not empty. Okay, to find that we will be just checking if front is equal to -1, then obviously the circular queue is empty. Yes, and then for full I want to check whether my next point to the rear is front, which means rear plus 1 mod size should be equal to front. Why I am putting this mod size? Because if the rear is at the last index, take for example, if the size of the circular queue is 5, but my rear is at the place where its index is 4. Now 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 is not present in the index. So if I do 5 mod 5, the size of the array, then it will be 0. So I'll be going back to the 0th index. And if that 0th index is a front index value, then I can tell you that the queue is full. Yes. So that's the reason why I'm putting here like mod size. Okay, don't forget to put here. And if it written true, then the queue is full. If it is written false, the queue is not full. Maybe empty, may not also be empty. Okay, now here comes the enqueue operation. In this enqueue, I will be getting an integer value from the user. You can also try by using some characters or some other data types like float. That's your wish. Or if you are using a generic data type, that's also your purpose. Okay, I am telling you the basic. If you want, you can do with the generics. Okay, now here comes, I want to check whether the queue is full. If it is full, then I want to just print, hey, queue is full, and then return here itself. If it is not only, then the control flow comes to this line. Okay, and here I will be checking whether the front is equal to -1, which means the queue is empty. The queue is empty. So at this point, you can either check whether the front is equal to -1, or you can also check like is empty. That's your wish. Okay, and if you are going to reuse, then you can just use this function is empty here. If the queue is empty, what should I do? I'll be just taking the front and the rear and making it to 0. That's what I told you in the implementation itself, right? Now, else, what should I do? Rear is equal to rear plus 1 mod size, because we don't know whether the rear will go up to what? Up to the non-containing index. Like the size of the array is 5 and the index after rear plus 1 will be 5. There is nothing like that in this. Okay, so in that case I want to put this modular division with size. Okay, and then after that I will be just inserting, or I will be just initializing at the array rad is equal to x. Okay, now come back to the dequeue method. In dequeue method I will be just checking whether the array is empty. If it is empty, then I will be just giving it like, hey, it is empty, so there is no dequeue operation can be done, and then return just -1, or just return if like see here there is a void data type. That's the reason why I didn't return anything. Here we need to return something, because here it is an integer data type, because I just return them what is the value that is dequeued from the queue. Okay, that's the reason why I'm using here as -1. Can I understand this? Yes. And then int data is equal to ARR of front, and then here front is equal to rear. Then what should I do? It is a last element. I already told you this in the drawing explanation, right? In the implementation part. If that's the case, then again I want to reset it like that. The queue is empty, which means front and rear are pointing to -1. Can I understand this? Okay. Else, what should I do? Front is equal to front plus 1 mod size, because front also maybe go with the index which is equal to the length of the array, right? So in that case I will be just taking as front. Okay, now return data. Now here come int peak, which means I want to take the first element. If the queue is empty, then I cannot take, so I will be returning -1. If not, then I will be returning the front value. That's it. Okay, display. So display method you already know. If it is empty, I will be just returning like queue is empty. That's it. If it is not, I will be just using a while loop here. You may also use for loop also. Can you understand this? Okay. And then here I made a sample example. If you want, you can do like this, or if you want a menu driven program, you can also do like that. Okay. So this is the entire thing for circular queue. And also I will be giving this code in the description. You can also alter this code and edit this code in your convenience, like adding generics. That's going to be convenient of data types. And you can also do like a menu driven program where the user choice will be given and the output will be given regard with the user choice. Okay, that's your wish. Okay, and my main goal is you to understand this class, this circular queue class. Okay, and rest of them is like you want to create the object for that with respective size of the circular queue. Then you can access the member function. That's it. Okay, so my main motive is you to understand this class circular queue. Okay, if you really like this video and subscribe to my channel. Don't skip any videos in this playlist, because all videos will be helpful once you are appearing for the competitive programming. And if you have any doubts, just comment below in the comment section. If I can, I will be commenting in the comment section, or I will be giving you a separate video. Thank you.